Welcome to tutorial day. I'm gonna show you a few of you guys, some of you new riders out there, some basic steps on how to ride a motorcycle. It's pretty simple. A lot of people make it into like a big flag. But once you get the handle of it, it's like second nature. I've barely been riding. The first time I rode a motorcycle was maybe like 10 years old, and that was a dirt bike. It was like a little, like our family friends had a little Yamaha, like YZ80, and that thing was pretty cool. And then as we got older, my brother, he got dirt bikes, and he got a funny story for that one too. And basically, he had a YZ250F, and the first time he let me ride it, he was telling me, "Dude, be careful. It's got a lot of power, so don't gas it." And so me being like, "Oh no, it can't be that powerful." I gas it a little bit. He's sitting on the back of the thing with me, and he's all like, "Don't gas it, don't gas it." And I gas it, and I run into a tree. He like throws me off his bike, and he's like down on his bike. "Oh my God, are you okay, Mike?" Like, he could care less about me. He fucking throws me off. He's crying about his bike, and I'm sitting there going, "What the hell?" No, good times, good times. But okay, to the tutorial thing. I'm gonna show you like basic clutch movements, some shifting, and then I'll take you some laps around this empty parking lot. Okay. All right. First off, when you get a new motorcycle, the first thing you should do is sit on it, get a feel for it, kind of feel its weight, moving around left and right. Don't go too low because you'll drop it. You will rue the day when you drop your bike. Ugh. It's a terrible experience. And you want to get a feel, like the brakes. Test the brake. Like, this is the front brake. Shake it around. Go down here where the rear brake is. Test the rear brake. Rear brake's good. As I said, just get a feel for it. Get used to its feel. If you're looking to buy a motorcycle, just sit down, bounce a little bit, test the suspension. Whee! And the first thing you do when you turn on that motorcycle, make sure it's in neutral. See the lights on right here? And to put it in neutral, say it's not neutral. I'm gonna pop in the first gear really quick. But if it'll let me. That's not gonna let me. Alright, so it's in neutral. I can roll it freely. That's how you know it's in neutral. Alright. Here, I'll turn it on so I can pop in the first gear. Alright, it's in first gear. To put it in neutral, you're going to put your foot on that clutch shift down there. You're going to squeeze the clutch over here. Squeeze it. Make sure you have it down. And then you're going to lift your foot maybe slightly. Because it goes first gear, neutral, then second gear. So I'm down here in first gear. You want to lift your foot up a little bit. And if you want to learn, just do it very slightly. You'll feel it shift, and there you go. The neutral light is on. That's how you can tell. And see how it's in free motion? All right. If you want to learn how it's not in neutral, just try moving the bike and it'll stop. That's how you know it's in gear. So you shift down how many times until it won't downshift anymore. Squeeze that clutch, shift down, press down on it, like down, 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 down until it stops going. And then when it stops going, that means you're in first gear. So then what you want to do is you keep that clutch squeezed, and then you slightly lift it up. And then you put it in neutral. That light should be on, and if you can roll it freely, it's in neutral. All right. The first thing I did when I bought this bike, besides turn it on and scream like a little schoolgirl, is I did clutch control. I tested where the clutch would engage and start moving the bike. It is completely possible to move the bike without even giving it any gas. And I'm going to show you how to do that right now. It's very easy. So, all right, you can put your both hands on your bar. Make sure you're in a comfortable riding position. You squeeze your clutch. Squeeze it. Don't half it. Just squeeze it in all the way down. And then take your left foot and then press down with your foot. And what you're going to do is you're going to let it go slightly. See, I'm not giving it any gas. Not giving it any gas. And it should go. And it's going. I didn't give it any gas. I'm going to stop it. What you're going to do, you want to learn the clutch control. The MSF course will teach you this. I think one of the first exercises you do is clutch control when you turn it on. You're going to learn it where it meets that friction zone. See, it's starting to go. Starting to go. See, it's about halfway through. And then you'll do an exercise where you just go back and forth. So let it out a little bit. And it'll go. I'm not giving any gas. See, I didn't need any gas. And I'm going. I'm going. No gas needed. This is all on its own. Alright, squeeze that clutch again. Let's do that again, alright? I have it squeezed in. I'm in first gear. And let it slowly go. Let it go. Let it go slowly. And there you go. You're rolling. Now you're free to give it some gas. Squeeze that throttle. Twist it a little bit. Just a slightly bit. I'm barely twisting it and I'm going. Just give it some gas. Give it some gas. Let's do some laps. I believe halfway through the MSF course is when you start doing gear shifting. But I want to make sure you guys are comfortable with clutch control first, so we'll do a few more laps with the clutch control, alright? Alright, so let's squeeze that clutch. And let's slightly press on our front brake, slow it down a little bit. Alright, perfect. So what you're going to do, look down, make sure you have your clutch squeezed. Let it go slowly. Squeeze it in. Let it go slowly. Squeeze it in. Let it go slowly. Squeeze it in. So let's try that again. Let it go slowly. Let it go. See, you can feel it. When it starts, you can feel it start to sputter. That's about the time where you can, start giving it some gas. So you can just go like, wee. So let's do some gear shifting laps, all right? Let's look. It's an empty parking lot. This was an old Walmart, by the way. Okay, so let's do some gear shifting. All right, so you're going. So you give it a little bit of gas. Squeeze that clutch. Press up on that thing, up on your gear shifter, and then switch gears. It's very, very simple. I mean, right there, that was a terrible example, so I'll do a better one. So here we go. Looking down, get a gas, squeeze that clutch, shift up. It's very simple. It'll be like, seriously, when you guys start practicing your motorcycle, it'll become second nature. Let's shift it to third gear. There we go. Now downshifting is very, very similar to upshifting. All right, say we're going, and you want to slow down. Downshifting is good for slowing down. All right, say you're coming to a stop. You're gonna squeeze on that front brake a little bit. Squeeze that clutch. Press down on that clutch lever. Make sure it's all the way down. I cannot stress that enough, or else you will mess up your motor, and you'll mess up your clutch, and it's not fun, because that's money out of your pocket. You want to kind of be nice and easy. So let's shift it up. Give it a little bit of gas. Press that front brake, that back brake, squeeze your clutch, and then shift down on that shift lever. And then there you go. Downshifting. People are stopping. Don't look. Like, seriously, the best thing you can do when you get a bike, find an empty parking lot and then just practice. That's what I did. All right, so we're going up. Shift up. Give it some gas. Squeeze that front brake. Start pressing down on that rear brake. Downshift. Let out that clutch a little bit. Squeeze that clutch in again and come to your complete stop. I learned all this MSF course. Some of the best money I've ever spent. It's helped me drive safe, to become a better driver. Here, I'll let this guy pass. I've become a better driver for all of it. I mean, I've also had people who have experience riding motorcycles, my brother being one of them. He's driven an R1 for crying out loud, and I'd be too scared to do that. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comment section. I will be more than happy to answer for you. And thank you for watching. Idiosynocracy out.